All right, back at the ranch. It's basically about the end of summertime. It's about midway of August. It's pretty hot. I came up the weekend with a couple other friends of mine, other hunters, and these hogs were giving us a run for our money. We have already been through 2 night stalks, and they were coming in really late. I guess with the heat, they're moving even later. We were out at 10, we were out at 11. At midnight, I went out the other night about 3 o'clock in the morning, just trying to pattern when these pigs were really moving hard on these roads at nighttime with all this heat. Sure enough, tonight, actually this guy was out a little bit earlier. I went out about 11:30 and closed the distance on this guy from about a 60-yard stalk. In the dark, he looked a bit actually smaller to me. I thought maybe he was just maybe 100 pounds or so, but as I got closer to this guy and closed the distance up to about 30 yards, he was definitely bigger than just what I thought in the light. So it was typical with these hogs at nighttime. That hog-like sniper, which I highly recommend, is probably the best hog lights I've ever come across. Didn't spook off it as I got closer and closer and closer, trying to just close the distance down to him. And finally, when I got into that 30-yard range, I was comfortable shooting at him, and I just waited for him to turn, give him that nice quartering away shot, drilled him nice and low. I'm using a product called Nocturnal, which you can find at Double Take Archery. Also, it's at Mesquite Archery, the archery shop there in San Antonio. But online, it's doubletakearchery.com. What I like about this light of knock, that unlike the tracers and the Luminox and things like that, there's no magnets to fuss with, there's no microchips that go wrong and smash into something hard and all of a sudden they stop working anymore. It's simplistic in design, yet extremely effective. I've shot multiple hogs over and over and over using the same light. You can turn it off very easily, turn it on very easily. I've shot them accidentally into concrete, I've hit logs with them and trees, and this one actually that I shot the Nocturnal with this pig, I've already shot 4 times with it. You can clean out the blood if it gets in the knock, very simple, easy to do, and it did very well tonight. At 30 yards, I like to tend to use the green ones versus the red just because I think they're a little bit more bright. And when I did shoot this pig, he ran about 30 yards in the brush. I immediately turned off the hog-like sniper just so I can see the green light even better in the darkness. And he drilled a tree. He ran right into a tree, and I think that's what probably helped stop him a little bit. But he didn't go maybe 30, 35 yards right off the Caliche Road, which is nice because as big as he is, I'm here by myself tonight, and that's always a chore trying to drag a big pig to the Jeep out of the brush and then trying to get him up on this game hoist here, so that's always a little bit of trouble too. But I'm sure when I cut him down, it looks like I did indeed hit him fairly low, which I always like to shoot behind the elbow. Didn't have a pass-through. It looks like it stuck an outside shoulder. So I'm sure when I cut him down here, we're going to find out pretty much slice his heart up. He didn't make it, barely, like I said, 30, 35 yards, and that was it, which is nice. And I knew exactly where he was. In the dark, I could see that green Nocturnal just glowing. And just used my flashlight, kind of tracked down the knock, and sure he was. He was about 2 feet away from the knock. He snapped the arrow in half at that point, and there was my knock on the ground. I just popped it out, turned it off, and put it in my pocket, and came back to the ranch here. I had like I said, my 2 buddies here, Stu and Kenneth, for the weekend, and I'm sorry, guys. I was trying to put you on a big pig like this, and they just weren't cooperating. And here I go, stay one more night, and I go ahead and slam this guy. But so I guess it goes when you go hunting at night. So go ahead and get this guy cut down, and we'll go from there.